Another of Houdini's most famous stories is the buried alive escape attempt. This story is one of the experiences where Houdini pushed his limits, risked his life, and brought him face to face with death. In 1926, Houdini planned a performance where he would be buried alive and saved to show his fans and critics the endurance and will of man. In this show, Houdini was placed in a pit dug with his bare hands, and approximately 6 tons of soil were piled on top of him. The aim was to survive under the soil long enough to breathe and to manage to escape with his own power. The scary part of the story begins here. After the burial, Houdini realized that he was so heavy with the soil and that he was too tight to move. This was not something he had planned. He was faced with a much more difficult situation than the conditions he had tested before. He had difficulty breathing. The pressure in his chest was increasing. Moreover, his hands and arms were completely stuck, unable to move. Coming face to face with death underground, Houdini managed to open up some space with a great struggle. However, he came close to fainting in the process. After this life or death struggle that lasted for minutes, he somehow managed to reach the surface. When Houdini emerged, exhausted and covered in dust, the audience was both relieved and shocked. The show almost ended tragic. This experience was a warning even for Houdini's self. After the frightening moments he experienced during the show, he decided not to repeat this form. However, this incident further increased his legendary reputation. His courage and determination to push human limits made him a true icon. Houdini's attempt was a proof not only physical but also mental endurance. He was always a man who loved to take risks. The limits of this risk sometimes caused him to gamble with his life. The story of Buried Escape is an unforgettable turning point in Houdini's extraordinary life.